Hello and welcome to a brief overview video about Google Slides. Google Slides, according to Google, is an online presentation app that lets you create and format presentations and work with other people. Google Slides can also be used for a lot more than just presentations. In this video, I will be giving you a brief overview of the way Slides works. Once you log into your district email, you can go to the 9-square grid, click on it, and go down to Slides. Once you click on that, that will open the Slides app. After the Slides app opens, you will see across the top part of your screen some templates. This is part of the template gallery. These are Google's templates. So as we can see here, we have a book report, field trip, science project, photo album, and portfolio. We can explore the template gallery a little further by clicking on the drop-down arrow here. And this will take us to some other templates. As we can see, there's some personal and work templates available as well. This is the general template gallery from Google. If we want to look at the Mesa Public Schools gallery, we can click on Mesa Public Schools, and we can see there's only one template so far in here, a newspaper template. Also, there is this Submit Template button, and hopefully this will fill up with more templates as time goes by. So let's click this back arrow here to get out of the template gallery. And to create a new slide presentation, we'll click this plus button here. This will create a new slide presentation, and then it will be added into the slides that we have here. Okay, so these are all the different presentations or Google slideshows that I have available down here. So I'm going to go ahead and click this plus new button. And once I click that, that will open a new blank slide presentation. And Google Slides is much like any other slideshow type app, such as PowerPoint. Okay, so if you've ever used PowerPoint before, it's going to appear very familiar to you. Right now we only have one blank slide. We have themes over here that I can choose from. Okay, so if I don't like this blank, simple white theme, I can pick, for example, this theme right here, and then start adding things to it. Or maybe this one down here. Okay, there's quite a few to choose among. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the simple light one for now. And I'm going to go ahead and title my presentation. We click on the Untitled Presentation. And I'm just going to call it Sample Presentation. And because this is Google, everything auto-saves. This is all web-based. It's all saving in the cloud. So all changes, as you can see right here from this language, are saved in the drive. Okay, so it's saving every couple of seconds, every change I make. So I'm going to go ahead and I can start clicking in and adding text here. But if I don't like these boxes, I can draw in my own text boxes by using this text box tool right here. Okay, so maybe I want kind of a sample heading up here. Okay, and I can select all of this, change the font size, make it a lot bigger, and then I have this More tool where I can go ahead and center it. Okay, I can also use these built-in tools, make it bold, italicize it, underline it. Of course, I won't do all of those. And I can use this tool to change the text color as well. Okay, so then we can go ahead and click on this text box tool again and add more. Okay, or if we don't want this to be this size, maybe we want to have some text here. So, and maybe I want that to be a different font type. There's many to choose from. So to go with that one. And then I want a picture to be included here, so I can use my menu up here. So I'm going to briefly go over some of these items in the menu. Okay, so we have our File menu, where when we're done with the presentation, we can go ahead and download it if we'd like to. We can download it as a PowerPoint, or we can download it as an image. We can basically download any of the slides as an image file, so as a JPEG or a PNG. We can also download it as a PDF document. Okay, if we didn't like this, we could move it right to the trash, or we could move it into one of our folders in our Google Drive. Okay, we can email the collaborators, and one of the nice features here within the file menu is this one right here, page setup. Okay, page setup, if we don't like the template, the standard slide that Google gives us, we can change the page setup. So we can do custom. Maybe we want it like a sheet of paper, 8 by 11 inches. Okay, and that will change it so that it's just like a sheet of paper. So if you want to make it the standard size of a sheet of paper rather than the standard slide size that Google Slides comes with, you can do that. Okay, if I don't like that, I can always undo by clicking here. Control Z on our keyboard will also undo that. And if I wanted to redo it the way that it was, I could just do the redo button, Control Y. Okay, but I'll put it back to the standard slide size. Okay, edit. We have those undo and redo buttons. We can paste things. We can select all, find and replace. In the view menu, we have present. Okay, that's where we actually would present this. If we were projecting this in front of a class, we could click on present, and then it goes into presentation mode. And then we could move through the slides. Obviously, we only have one slide here, but we could move through them down here or with our arrow keys on the keyboard. Okay, we can click the exit button or escape to return it to normal size. Okay, when we're working on slides, if you want to zoom in, okay, you can zoom in. That's a little too zoomed in, so I'll just go back to fit the way it was. Okay, and then we're going to go to the insert item. The insert menu item here, this allows us a lot of different options. Our shapes tool is here. There's many shapes to choose from. Okay, we have all kinds. If we click on one, click on this one right here, we get this crosshairs icon, and then we left click with our mouse and we can draw it out and put a shape in. Okay. We can also insert images. So if I click on insert then image, we can insert images that we have saved on our computer, or we can search Google. And the really great thing about searching Google is that if I just type in a subject and select one, it will automatically just be inserted right into that slide. And I can resize it by using the handles here and move it around. Okay. If I want to add new slides or duplicate this slide, I can do so by using the slide menu option here. Format, we'd have to select some text. And again, some of these tools are shortcuts down here for some of these tools as well. For example, the insert image, we could just click on this shortcut here instead of going to insert and then image. Okay. But if we want to format this, then we have to select text, and then we have these options here. Okay. Arrange, this is a great menu item because if we put something on top of, we can see that that cat is on top of that shape, but we want the shape to go above the cat. So I select the shape, I go to arrange, and I go to order, and then I would bring that shape to the front so it goes on top of the cat. Okay, we have our spelling tools to look out for any spelling type errors. We also have voice type speaker notes so that you can dictate through a microphone. And we have the insert table option. So if we want to insert a table into our slide, we can do that as well. Okay, and then we can manipulate that table as well. Okay, and like I was saying, a lot of these are shortcuts right here. Okay, one thing that's really useful is the line tool. Okay, and if we want to draw a line under this sample heading, we can do that. And if I want to change the thickness of that line, I could do that as well. So that's a general overview of the menu here in Google Slides. Okay, to change the background color, white is the standard background for this theme, but if I don't like that background color, I can right-click on any white space here on this slide and then go to change background, And I could choose an image for the background, or I could choose a color. So I'll just choose a color, and we'll make that this color and press done. And now that one is that color there. Okay. Another thing about slides that I'd like to talk about really quickly is how to share these out. So we would go to the share button. When you create any type of Google slideshow or Google Doc or Google Sheet, it's private only to you until you share it. So we click the share button, and then we can add the names of email addresses to people we want to share it with, either students or other teachers. And if we don't want to share it that way, we can go to the advanced option here, and we can change it from private to one of these options here. I really like anyone with the link, and the default is can view, and I would leave it at that, because if you change it to can edit and you give that link out, that means anybody could edit your slideshow that you've worked so hard on. So I would just do anyone with the link and press save. And then that link right there, you can copy that and put that on your staff web page or within your learning management system, such as Canvas or Google Classroom. And that way, your students or anyone in the community that you want to share that with, if it was on your staff web page, for example, would be able to click on that link and see your presentation, your Google slideshow, but they would not be able to edit it. They would only be able to see it. Okay, I'm going to press done. So that's how you share that out. And that covers it for a basic overview of slides. I hope this information helped. Thank you for watching.